How y'all doing? Just tiptoeing into the room. Hey, how y'all doing? I ain't really come to talk about a whole lot. I ain't really been feeling like going live for real, but I just wanted to slide on and see what y'all got going on, girl. It ain't been a whole lot to talk about aside from the same old same. Yes. What's going on, everybody? What is up? What is up? I didn't come to talk about much. Ain't, like I said, a whole lot to talk about aside from Monique and DL Hughley and stuff. Just, it's just been a lot of mess. So, I feel like my energy it's just not up there like normal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it could have been the mess of it all last week. Last week was a very messy week. Shout out to Love Island because it's shifting the mess for me. I definitely wanted to talk about this Atlanta rapper, Trouble. I wanted to come to you guys and talk about that. And that's really all that I had on my list. If you guys have some things that you want to chit chatty patty about, we probably could do that. But I have nothing organized as usual, aside from this situation regarding the Atlanta rappers. So let me see who we got in the chat. What's up, sweet Jasmine? Laya. What's up, K Cakes, honey? Hey, KB. What's up, Zay? Todd and Chrisley and his wife guilty on all charges. I actually just read that. I just read that. Oh wow. I didn't even know they were dealing with something. Pseudolum. I hope I said that right. What's going on, honey? What's up, baby Tricia, Summer? What's up, Vernita? Hey, Steph. What's up, honey? Lenny, what's going on? I literally just read about that. Y'all keep talking about it. I guess we could talk about that, right? Give me 1 second. Let me switch up some stuff real quick over here so that we can get into that then, if that's the case. Because I ain't had anything to talk about, y'all. I was like, let me just, go live, see what everybody else has going on in their neck of the woods, honey. Um, let's see here. And then let me see. Maybe I could share my screen and show y'all what. Thank you so much. I hope I say your name correctly. Shagozi. I think I said it right. Thank you for the super chat. You just came in and gave me not a super chat, but a cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is messy. That's what y'all need. Yes, I will have that coming. I will have that coming to you guys. I promise. I feel like this situation here is messy too. This situation, regarding these men here. But we'll get into that just a second. Let me see if I can pull up on my screen this situation, child, regarding the Chrisleys. This is some messy stuff. I've been seeing the mess out there about Drew and Sonya. Ain't really been interested for real. Unnecessary. What else? Of course, the Monique situation still going on and on, my friend. You got, what's her name? Nikki Gilbert out here coming for Pete Valley because she feels like the creator or the writer, Miss Katori Hall, stole her show. So you got that situation out here. And I don't honestly know what the hell to believe, because I do know that is something that happens in the entertainment industry. People will steal your ideas. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll put a whole nother name on it. What else did I see out here? Miss Nene Leaks still out here coming for somebody. I guess she's still calling. I think she's talking about Andy. She didn't say a name, but she's still out here coming for somebody over there on the network, saying how they trying to keep her from working with other folks. Child, it's a mess. Um, Thank you so much, Summer, for the super chat. I love your idea about reviewing court TV, the mess. I have been thinking about that more. Thank you for the super chat. I've been thinking about that more, but I was trying to figure out, I may have to, I don't know. I got to see. Because you know how YouTube, girl, they be trying to crack down. And y'all know in my downtime, girl, and when I'm cooking or doing something, I will cut on Judge Mathis in a minute. And I do be side-eyeing, him sometimes, the plaintiffs and the defendants. And I feel like we would get a good kiki of entertainment about that. I'm gonna have to see. I may trial it one time and just see how YouTube act, girl. Okay, we're gonna probably trial it one time and see how YouTube act. Okay. Because there was this one situation. I saved this video because I really wanted to talk about that. We'll get it. We'll have to get into it. What is let me see what the name of that one was. It was this girl messing with this dude that she gave money to. It was a lot. Basically, he was siding with the F boy, and I didn't really like that. But anyway, thank you again, Summer, for the super chat. And I'm thinking about that. So hopefully we can make that happen. What are my thoughts on Lori and Michael B. Jordan? It's like you have to say his whole name. Right. I did do a video on that. I did a brief video on that. Some part of me feel no ways. I think Michael is a handsome guy. I think he would be an amazing catch for somebody. I don't fault her for not being ready at this time if that's not something that she wants. But it did make me look at her like, I don't think, girl, listen, she probably trying to be out here like Future them, like just not be locked down and committed for a minute because she was engaged before. So it could be that she's afraid of commitment. And I feel like that's a interesting example for a lot of women that's not ready to be married. People think all women want to be married, and that's not the case. And she could actually be one of those people where that's just not something that she wants at this particular time. She want to enjoy her life. She don't want to be locked down. Maybe she witnessed some things with her mom when she was younger, with her stepdad. Maybe she has a different view of marriage and she just is afraid of that, So even though it looks picture perfect to us on social media with the images and the videos that they did together, we don't have any idea of what was really happening in the relationship. So, so if she don't want to, only thing I really can say is I'm glad that she don't have no child by nobody. So when she's ready to detach from situations, she don't have to deal with that part. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to deal with trying to work out the kids and all that extra stuff. I'm just gonna go because this ain't what I want. Thank you so much, Miss Keita, for the super chat. Nick confirmed he's having more kids with lip service. I did see that too. I didn't listen to it, but I did see that. Because then he said, now the headline read, if you think that I had a lot going on last year, wait until you see this year, which made me believe are you about to have more children this year than you did last year? This is not okay. It's y'all trying to restrict women in America on when they can abort or when they cannot abort or whatever the case is, but y'all not putting those stipulations out here for men like this. I'm like, what? I'm confused. It's always what the woman needs to work on and what she need to fix or what she don't need to do or what she need to do, but it's never what they need to. I'm so confused. I feel like at this point it should be against the law. It should be against the law to have so many children in all these different households. Like, it just should be. I'm sorry. I don't know if you need to be fined, child. That probably don't even make no sense because I guess child support is a fine. But that's just not okay. That's not okay at all. That is not okay, sir. And then he's about to have another child with one of the girls that has twins by him already, from my understanding. I can't. I cannot. Let me find the Chrisleys real quick so that we can share this because this is crazy, girl. Let me see if I can share the screen. Oh my. Hold on 1 second before I do that. Did I? Okay, yes. Okay. Let's share this screen, honey. Interesting. Yeah, y'all. So the Chrisleys, I can't take it. How did y'all get yourselves caught up in this humbug? Oh my, how did that happen? So what they're saying is that the Chrisleys, the couple, was found guilty of all counts of bank fraud and tax evasion by a federal jury. The jury began deliberating Friday and delivered a verdict today in an Atlanta courtroom. You mean to tell me all of this was happening in Atlanta and I didn't even know? I guess because of the Johnny Depp stuff, girl. I didn't know none of this was going on. The federal prosecutors claimed the Chrisleys deliberately swindled, at least $30 million from community banks from 2007 to 2012 by inflating their net worth to get loans. How the hell is y'all? What did they know that we did not know? What did they know that we did not know? Let me blow this up a little bit more. Cause this right here is some shit, girl. If I ain't ever seen it before. Purposely targeting smaller banks that did less due diligence than larger ones. Then Todd Chrisley filed for bankruptcy in 2012, erasing $20 million of debt, of loan debt. Girl, is this how the people getting the student loans off their credit? If you file for bankruptcy, can you get student loans off your credit? Now let's keep going. They are also accused of actively hiding millions that they made from the reality show, which began in 2014, as well as $500,000 in taxes Todd owed in 2009. Prosecutors allege that the couple actively evaded taxes going back to 2009. Their sentencing will be at a later date. They could face up to 30 years in prison. Oh, wow. Well, girl, y'all was some different type of Bonnie and Clyde, wasn't it? Thank you so much, Black Royalty, for the super chat. Your facial expressions and gestures are the best of the best. I am on the floor damn near every time. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I can't. Absolutely, Joanne the scammers. Absolutely. Can't discharge student loans through bankruptcy. Girl, ain't that some shit? I need everybody in the government to come to the front, past and present. How is it that he can erase $20 million of loan debt through filing bankruptcy, but people can't get rid of their student loans for shit? And hope that y'all erase, control, alt, and delete the ones that are there, because y'all knew that this was bogus and it was another scam that y'all brought to the people. Just like insurance, but that's another conversation, girl, because girl, I keep hearing, take me away. Okay, where can I move to? Can I go to the United Kingdom? Is it better out there? Somebody help me. Is there any parts of Africa that's any better? What about Australia? I feel like Australia is just too far. I don't know. I don't know how Australia is with the black folks, child. Let's see. Unfortunately, they will take everything else off, but them student loans. Ugh, so annoying that you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point? Why am I filing? Okay. Why am I like what? I mean, what? I don't know. I feel away. Anyway, y'all, that's what's going on with them. I hate to hear it. They're going to be locked up, you know? The government can run amok, but you cannot run amok on them. You will get locked up. Child, good night. Anyway, I actually saved some stuff. Did y'all hear that Miss Phaedra ended up doing a interview over on what was it? The Wendy Williams show, where she kind of talked about having some businesses and stuff over there in Dubai or something like that. She got like a CMOS business, a tech business. She's about to get a house over there. She stayed in and out of Dubai. She probably got her man over there in Dubai. Because one thing the housewives of Atlanta or any are going to do, they're going to find them an African somebody. Okay, they are going to find them an African somebody. So she could have somebody over there. I don't know. But I think the conversation came up about Kandi, and she was just talking about how she felt like Kandi. What'd she say about that woman? She said she's a good businesswoman, but she's over there in Dubai on yachts. So she's going to lead them on the Titanic. I screamed like, no, you did not. No, you did not. Now, I really like me some Phaedra. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, ma'am, that was not nice. So you just going to act like the yacht can't sink over there in Dubai too? Don't be like that, girl. Don't be trying to SHI on what they got going on, girl. Don't be like Nene now, girl. Nah, you ain't gotta be like that. So then Kandi comes on and she does this whole video talking about how she not phased. I don't know. I feel like Kandi is a little phased. Let's see what Miss Kandi actually had to say.
You know what? It was kind of funny because I feel
Can y'all
like
hear it?
it was a compliment and a shade at the same time. Like one time, at the one moment, Phaedra said, "Oh, Kandi is a very good businesswoman." And then she said something about the show and how she being a friend of the show in Dubai, riding in yachts, and that she leaving us on a sinking ship. It's okay. It's okay. She's a professional shade queen, and I don't even take nothing personal. I don't even care. You know what I mean? It's like I don't care. It's all good. I'm happy that she's happy in her life, honey. And whoever is liking the post with somebody shading me, I don't even care about that. Have you ever honestly liked a post and you didn't realize the person was shading?
Yeah. And you was like,
and then you find out later, you be like, oh, I didn't mean to, so I don't try to look too much into that. Now, mind you, I do know that sometimes people do be trying to be shady by liking certain things. And I see you. That's how I look at it. I see you, I take note, mental note, and I just move forward. Because guess what? This girl right here has so many things coming that I don't even have time to really worry about when somebody shading me. Like, for real. Like, not trying to be funny. Like, seriously. You know what? It was.
I don't know, Kandi. I think you do have time to know when somebody's shading you, just like you know right now, girl. But I do think that Kandi is too busy, though. I think Kandi has a lot of SHI going on to really care. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. I hate it because I wish a little bit that Phaedra did not shade, because I thought they were in a better place. But that's what she gonna do, honey. She gonna shade, child. That's what I'm wondering. I probably Nene. Wait, so who liked the video? I don't know. Probably Nene, child. Ain't no telling. I will have to go and find the video and see who liked it. What's going on, Sam, honey? Kandi girl, we know you got jobs. Ooh, not by Kandi. We see each other. Okay. If it doesn't affect her coins and businesses, Kandi, don't give up. Okay. Oh, Keon says, if you have to take mental notes, sis, you care. Period. Is that Gemini? No, that's Taurus. That's a Taurus symbol. Okay. Taurus teens. Got you. Got you. She care. She care. And she care a little bit, y'all. So yeah, I'm just looking at some of the comments over here. I see Scotty says, y'all be mad whenever Kandi opens her mouth. Laugh my ass off. Pressed as fuck. Someone else says, the show is a sinking ship. That wasn't so much shade to Kandi, but the overall franchise. And Phaedra wasn't lying. There's just no chemistry amongst them on Real Housewives of Atlanta lately. Someone else says, shaking my head. Phaedra gave an answer just like you went on an entire tour answering questions about Nene. So you can do it, and it's okay? Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. Somebody else says, but she said nothing about you, Kandi. Everybody is saying the show is a damn Titanic. I mean, damn. Someone else says, Kandi, it's the same thing when Sonya is coming at Drew all crazy and you laughing at what she's saying. That's shade as well. Ooh, y'all comments be funny. I want to read more. I want to read more of the comments. Give me a second. Because there was one that had me tripping the hell out. I think Keon sent it to me. Let me see if it's the same one. And it's about this latest iOS update. The latest iOS update has the people a bit shooketh. They are about to lose their minds. Let me see if it's the same one that I have or the one that Keon sent to me. Let me see. Because oh, wow, it is. It is. It is. Give me a second. We're going to have to get into that. Because this is just, the comments were a bit funny to me. All right, so let's stream this. So let's make this big here. All right. So with the latest iOS updates, people, you're going to be able to edit. Okay, you're going to be able to edit your messages, which is what he's showing here. It can go from hey babe to hey Gabe. I don't know if this is what we wanted. You can unsend messages if you like. I think that was one. And then was there another one? I think it was just those two. Excuse me. You can unsend and you can edit messages. Those are the primary things. Now, we have wanted it for a very long time. Now, I'm not too sure. Let's get into some of the comments. Someone says, this one was so funny. He says, as much as I wanted it, I don't want it anymore. I feel you on that, sir. I don't know if I want it anymore either. Someone else says, y'all made cheating easier. Listen, it's the 13,000 likes on the comment for me because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, bruh, they finna be changing all kind of names, okay? It's finna go from Jane to Jake real quick. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Somebody said screenshots are about to be at an all-time high. Definitely going to be at an all-time high, 1,000%, because people are going to try to screenshot it before you unsend it. Hello? So they're going to have to go ahead and screenshot it. And I could just, and y'all know I watched Judge Mathis. We just talked about that. So imagine trying to prove your point. And your messages are completely different from what the defendant has. Oh, wow. This is going to be a mess. Someone says, oh, it's getting dangerous now. I agree. I agree. Someone says, let the gaslighting begin. I can already see that's not what I said messages coming through after a smooth edit. I won't be updating my phone, okay? I don't think I'm going to update. Okay, y'all can keep that update over there, girl. I don't know. Girl, they just going to have to get the wrong emojis in the wrong words, okay? Because one thing about Siri and this thing, they're going to always try to autocorrect you, and we just going to have to leave it where it's at. This is going to be good and bad. No more evidence, but also no more evidence. Baby, we going to have to be fast and screenshot everything first now before a reply, because, yeah. B, you did say that. Okay. So y'all got to let me know if y'all have the latest, if you all have Apple phones. Let me know how you feel about this. Like, are y'all going to be updating y'all phones? How do y'all feel? Somebody says it's about time. Lots of time I needed to unsend something and had to take my L loudly. Laugh my ass off. Thanks, Apple. Right. Because see, a lot of y'all like to go out to the clubs and go wherever you go and drink. And then you get this type of courage that makes you want to send these long ass messages that when you sober up, you be like, why did I send that? You know what I'm saying? So this may help you out a little bit when you send these long messages to whoever. This may help you out. Someone says, now y'all got to be quicker on y'all screenshots because a boy can say, I didn't say that. And that is very true. Or a girl could say that. Your mama could say that. I ain't say that. I didn't tell you I was going to go down there and get that chicken. Yes, you did. That's what you sent me, ma'am. You said you was going to go down there to the Whole Foods or whatever, and you was going to get the chicken. Like, that's what you said at 4:00. What are you talking about? So, yeah, people can lie. People can lie. It was the comments for me. Somebody says everybody just needs to be single this summer. Just be single. Everyone. Oh, wow. This is going to be really interesting. This is going to make things much more messier. And y'all know how they do those videos where it's those pictures where it's like what I asked for versus what I got. It's going to be what I sent versus what they have. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of that going on. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. I can see people now adding more storage to their phone because they're going to need it as they do all these screenshots for sure. All right. Whew. Interesting. Somebody says, but what if texts are to be used in criminal cases or something? Sometimes the texts are what's needed to convict, let's say, a kidnapper. I love the feature, but I think it'll have blowback. I agree. I think, yes, that is key. That is key. But I will also think, even though it's unsent on our end, I think that Apple will have it on their end. So if there was any investigation where somebody needs to dig a bit deeper, then, they could. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody says they need to show that it was edited. Otherwise, people gonna be chasing stuff, acting like they didn't say. I guess she meant to say changing stuff, acting like they didn't say something. Kind of like Facebook when you can go in and edit your app. I don't know if they still do it, but Facebook used to do this thing where it'll show you what the person said originally in comparison to what they saying now, right? In comparison to what the edit is. So that would be interesting if they did have that. Whew, the girl, that's just making it more messy. Y'all may not want to edit. Just let them. Unsending is enough. Unsending is enough. Don't let them edit. Unsending is enough, please. Don't let them edit. Just, let it abort mission. Just, it can get very, very messy here. Let's see. All right. I don't know if did she send anything? Oh. Thank you, Candace. I'll have to see what this is. But yeah, guys, I'm not talking about a whole lot, just, chit chatty patty with you guys. I'll have to check that article out in a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let me see what else you guys are over here saying. Apple is very messy. Apple is very, very messy. Hold on one second. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out later. Thanks for sending it, Candace. Let's see. I worked for Apple for years. They'll have the real information. Gotcha. Melanie says, I like edit. I hate having to send another message because my phone thinks thinks it can speak for me. Gotcha. Is there a time frame on editing? That's a good question. Like, you can only edit the last text sent within a certain time frame, right? I would hope so, because this is messy. This is absolutely messy. It's going to be 1000% messy as hell. And I think you got probably within the first, 3 minutes or something, or first minute to like edit something before you can sit up there and change it. Girl. Of course, yeah. I just wonder if they're going to let people see it. Even though Apple's going to have the original text, are they going to let us see like what the hell was being said? Oh, I wanted to talk to y'all about this real quick too. Remember on last week, I went live, I think it was Friday morning, and we talked about a young lady that ended up throwing somebody's ashes, their mother's ashes into the ocean or wherever, the river or something like that. And I was telling y'all, I said, this girl should really be charged for I think it was her boyfriend or something. I was like, she should be charged for abuse of a corpse, even though like the body is not there, it's ashes. Like, girl, you should be charged, Miss Ma'am. And it looks like she was, because they're saying Texas woman was arrested for tossing her boyfriend's mother's ashes into a lake. A Fort Worth woman has been charged with abuse of a corpse. I bet she was, after throwing her boyfriend's mother's ashes into Lake Worth. Girl, I bet y'all won't be going out to Lake Worth no time soon. But anyway, according to the Fort Worth Police Department, the suspect, 40-year-old Augustine, girl, not you being 40. Ma'am, I thought you was probably about 20. Girl, you that old acting like this? 40-year-old Augustine Gladney threw the ashes belonging to 38-year-old Ernest Smith's mother into the lake on Monday evening. Police said Smith informed officers that when he returned home on Monday, shortly after 7 p.m., he discovered that his mother's urn was missing. Smith told officers that he overheard a conversation between Gladney and her daughter, who was at their home at the time. According to police, Smith heard Gladney tell her daughter over the phone that she threw the urn into the lake. Now you know you need your ass. Well, Smith stated that Gladney texted him admitting that she had thrown his mother's ashes in the lake. According to the police, Gladney was charged with abuse of a corpse, as she should have been. And don't cry. What you crying for? What is you crying for? And I could have sworn the video I saw, I thought the lady had hair on her head. So I'm like, did you go and chop all this hair off your head so that you can look unrecognizable or something? Like, I'm confused. Don't be sad now. You weren't sad when you threw them ashes over that bridge, was you? I don't know what you looking sad for. Don't cry now, ma'am. And I hope you still sitting there. I'll be understanding. She was wrong for that. Somebody says, I don't feel bad for her at all. Of course not. Candace Diller says, shaking my head, I wanted this to be fake. This is just awful. It is awful, girl, but that's what she get. And that's exactly what she gets, says somebody, because she's out of line for that. Somebody said, somebody said them ancestors move quickly. Don't play with the dead. Now look at you. I'm with it. I'm with it. Girl, you do not play like that. Them ashes came back and swooped your ass up, girl. You cannot do stuff like this. You can't. You can't do that. Girl, she thought the ashes went in the lake. They didn't, girl. They swooped you up. About to take you down with them. All right. She really had the audacity to cry after doing some disrespectful SHI. Shaking my head. Someone else says, I mean, I get the anger. We all have our fair share, our crazy in us. Girl, no, we don't. We all do not have our fair share of crazy. It depends. What level is yours then? Maybe we do, but mine ain't on that level, and mine ain't on no level of busting no windows out nobody car. It ain't on no level of busting my motherfucking TV and jumping on it. It ain't on no level of damaging nobody else's property, girl. What level are you speaking on? My level is packing bags, sitting them outside, and changing locks. What level are you referring to? I'm confused. All right, we all have our fair share of crazy in us. Girl, that's you. I can see her from the profile. But anyway, she says, but damn, don't play with nobody's past loved ones. That's just too far. Correct. I didn't know where you was going until I kept reading. Then I had to follow you and see. But anyway, don't be trying to put everybody else's fair share of crazy on me, because I'm not that type of crazy, ma'am. That's not me. But anyway, let's keep it going. Don't speak in general, girl. Speak personally, girl. Talk about you. But anyway, what else going on? What else is happening? Yeah, I had to bring that story back to y'all because I just really, felt like she should have been arrested. And to my surprise, she indeed was. So there's that. Somebody says that's what she gets. Don't cry now after you did something as evil as this. She still would have been burping up ashes and water after I was done with her. Oh, wow. Not ashes and water, honey. Not burping it up. Ooh. Somebody says her ashes would have went in the same water next week after all of her arrangements. Girl, y'all about to turn Lake. What is it? Lake Worth, Lake Martin, Lake Fort Worth, girl. Y'all about to turn Lake Worth into Lake Ashes. Lake Worth of Ashes. That's what it's gonna be. I can't. So what? Girl, I cannot. They might as well name ours Lake Lanier of the Dead, because someone's always gone. Okay, someone is always gone. It's like every month a thing. But yeah, so there's that. All right, definitely had to bring y'all that story because I was just like, girl, what the hell is this? She should have been arrested. They said the Shade Room is supposed to be run by TD Jake's family. I don't know if it's run by them, but I definitely heard that there was close connection between the two. So what the ancestors gonna do to the lady that gave away her that gave away her mama ashes for the prom dress? I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder. We're still waiting to find out what's going to happen with that. Oh, wow. I can't do this with her crying in this picture because she was happy as heck when she was tossing those ashes out. Exactly. She definitely was. She definitely was. Okay, so what else do I have over here that we can get into? Let's see. This was very interesting to me. Do they have the new? Let me get the one with the news article on it. Okay, yeah, let's do this way here, because this way here is messy, girl. Give me a second. This way here is messy. All right, so what they're saying is this 26-year-old woman unalived her boyfriend by running him over 3 times, claims that she tracked him down with an Apple AirTag. Girl, anybody ain't got no Apple AirTag on my car. Like, what is the? I've been hearing about it, but I don't know nothing about it. But anyway, and found him at a bar with another woman. Child, this is horrible. Horrible. When is people gonna realize you can't control nobody? You ain't in charge of nobody. You do not own these people. What is wrong with you? If you that mad, then leave. Because that don't make no sense. This is the stuff I be talking about. People just be doing all this crazy stuff and then be looking foolish because then y'all still stay with them. That's what I don't understand. And then you go through this cycle again. Like, that's dumb. Grow up. But anyway, let's go ahead and just play this audio.
After police say she intentionally drove over a man on the north side. Fox 59's Jesse Wells explains the motive for that violence.
Police believe the death here in this parking lot was domestic related. That's why the domestic violence awareness advocate for the city hopes the case sends an important message to anyone involved in an unhealthy relationship. Just after midnight, police were called to this parking lot outside Tilly's Pub on 82nd Street, where emergency crews found a 26-year-old man dead underneath a car. That victim was identified as Andre Smith, who leaves behind a young child and a grieving family. Court records claim the suspect, 26-year-old Galen Morris, told witnesses she believed Smith was cheating on her with another woman and tracked him to the pub using GPS, where she ran over him 3 times in the parking lot before being arrested for murder.
We don't want to continue to be on the news talking about death when it could have been prevented.
Daniette Smith, the director of Indy's Domestic Violence Prevention Program, says while domestic violence calls to IMPD over the first few months of 2022 have gone down compared to the end of 2021, there has been one noticeable increase.
And we are noticing that there are more calls to IMPD.
After police.
Ooh, girl, that is crazy. That's crazy. Allegedly here, her boyfriend Andre Smith, also 26, with her vehicle in the parking lot of an Indianapolis pub called Tilly's. After arriving at Tilly's, Morris allegedly grabbed an empty wine bottle and swung it at the other woman he allegedly was cheating on her with. Ooh, the bottle did not hit her because Smith intervened and caught it. Moments later, they all were asked to leave by the staff. Now, according to the news release made by the Indianapolis Police Department, officers arrived on the scene and then located Smith lying on the ground underneath a vehicle. It appeared he was struck by the vehicle. What else? Oh, yeah. So then there was a fire department that ended up responding and unfortunately pronounced that Mr. Smith was deceased on the scene. I said, ma'am, you went and did all of this. You went and did all of this to this man, and now you ain't even got this man, and now you ain't got no man because you finna be behind bars. So the only time you probably gonna see one is behind the jail cell. And that's sad. I hope you did not have any children that you done left behind. Because you chose to show your ass over a man and decided to put this air tag. Now, see, Apple, I want y'all to pay attention because what y'all about to do with these text messages and this unseen and all this stuff could possibly lead to more stuff like this now. You know? And then they got the air tag on people. Girl, this is a whole lot. Whew, this is definitely ridiculous. Why can't they just move on? And I feel like this right here is such another good example of don't make a permanent decision on a temporary situation, because it could be temporary because you don't have to be in it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I understand that it's easier said than done, but if you got to go that far, then maybe you should just reevaluate your reasoning for being in the relationship to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now, you took this man away from his child and his family because of your ignorance and your insecurities or whatever else that you got going on because you feel like you own somebody when you don't own them. So that's sad, it's very, very sad. I hate it for y'all. Yeah, absolutely. This is terrible. People are losing their minds. That's crazy. Literally no NIGGA is worth me giving up my freedom. I know that's real. So we just killing people, not breaking up with them is what somebody said. Correct. That's the question of the year. Man, see, this is why you don't play with people because they really snapping these days. They are. They are indeed snapping. And we're about to get into yet another story of someone snapping, okay? Because this came across my desk and I saw this and it was a very, very unfortunate situation. So for those of you guys that do not know who these guys are, the guy in the green is an Atlanta rapper by the name of Trouble. I'm new to him. I did not know who he was, you know. I just saw a lot of people talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, my guy was very shocked. He was like, what? Oh my God. I'm like, what's going on with you? And then that's when he talked about the guy Trouble. And I'm like, I ain't never heard his music before. I'm not familiar with him at all. Very handsome man. He was a very handsome man. Looking at the images of him, he seemed like he had a really good personality and he seemed like he was a people's person. Like a lot of people liked him, you know? So there's a story, like basically this man has passed away, I believe, on Monday morning, maybe Sunday morning, but we'll get into this article by Rolling Stone because they're saying Atlanta rapper Trouble dead at 34, and the person that has been suspected of taking him out has now been arrested. I believe I saw a news story where his mom talked to the police in an effort to turn him in peacefully or whatever. And I'm like, girl, damn, all this peacefully. He ain't take that man life like peacefully. Well, I don't know. Because it seemed like everything happened in a matter of a few minutes, like 7 minutes. Ain't that something crazy? You lived the whole day, went and did everything that you need to do. And then within a few minutes, somebody could just unalive you. Like, are you serious? So let's keep going. You good? Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So then the article says Trouble, the Atlanta rapper who collaborated with artists like Drake, Migos, and The Weeknd, has passed away at the age of 34. The numbers are fluctuating. I'm hearing 33, 34, 35. One of the three, not sure. The rapper was born by the name of Muriel Orr, I believe is his last name. He was signed to a label, Def Jam, from my understanding, and they confirmed his passing on Sunday. Okay, they said our thoughts and prayers are with the children, loved ones, and the fans of Trouble. A true voice for his city and an inspiration to the community he proudly represented. And a lot of people called him Scoob or Scooby, not sure how you say that name, but they're saying on Tuesday, the man accused of unaliving him during a home invasion turned himself into the authorities, which happens to be this guy in the black and white whose name is Jamichael Jones. I feel like he ain't had no choice but to really turn himself in because his name started to float out there. Like when they found out about this man on Sunday, this man's information was out by Sunday evening. Okay, all of his details, social media, everything about this man was already out. Going over to his page, you see him. He was just at his son's, I believe, middle school graduation or something like that. And you over here proud of your son, and then here it is. You're not going to make it to the high school graduation or any other graduation after that because of your stupid decisions, because you feel that you own somebody and you feel that you're in charge of somebody and you can do what the hell it is you want to do. Well, they're going to do what they want to do with you when you get in prison. But let's keep going, okay? They're saying that this man turned himself in because he ended up, unaliving Mr. Trouble during a home invasion. This guy's name is Jamichael Jones. He's 33. Young people to me, very young people, all right? Y'all got the rest of y'all lives, okay? Imagine that. Like if you live to like 72, that's a whole nother 30-something years of your life that you can get a lot of stuff done. And now you ain't gonna be getting that done because you're gonna be riding away. But anyway, they're saying that Jamichael Jones was arrested in Clayton County, Clayco, without incident and taken into custody in connection with Trouble's death. What's interesting is that they keep saying without incident. I hear that in so many different places, like on the news, like stories and different stuff, articles. And it's like, what is the significance of highlighting without incident? People that's in that arena, let me know. Because I don't understand what's the purpose. What's the reason of saying without incident? It don't matter. He's arrested. He turned himself in. Like whatever. It don't. Do we got him? We got him. Okay. We don't give a how we got him. We got him. Okay. Good. Right. So without incident, I don't know. But y'all help me clear that up because that ain't my arena. All right. So they're saying he is being charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, home invasion, and battery. I do have a piece of the police report that's been floating around, so we are going to get into that. But he was a very handsome man. This man was so handsome. I just really hate that happened to him. Like, it's just, oh my God. I mean, not because he's handsome, you know what I'm saying? But, I just wouldn't want to see nobody to just go before they time, They're saying following the news of his passing, fellow rappers like Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, 2 Chainz. I definitely saw Boosie, even though he's not an Atlanta rapper. They all had some things to say. I think Meek Mill spoke. I think Drake could have said something too. Like a lot of different people had something to just like put out there about him. Seems like he really had like a good personality. Just looking at images and like checking out, like going on his page, looking at the pictures that was tagged to him. And I was looking at the pictures in the video tagged to him before this incident happened, like back in 2021 and before. Like you could just see how he really loved on his people. You could see in the comments how he always told people he loved them and stuff. I was like, I hate that. I hate when I just get to know somebody when they pass, or just getting to know somebody and then they pass. Like King Von. I really like King Von. My homegirl from Chicago put me on him, and I only knew about him for a few months. And then next thing you know, he's gone. So I hate that. I hate that I can't see people rise to wherever they're supposed to go because somebody else got some other shit going on within them that they're not going to get worked out. So they're saying that Trouble's personality lit up a room and his conversation left you more creative than when you walked out. Okay. His accent, dialect, and charisma were of constant discussion when we spoke, usually chats full of laughter. And that's what Mike Will Made It said. Whew, they're saying following a string of mixtapes that began in 2011, as well as I guess he did a remix or something like that with Yo Gotti, Waka Flocka, Trader Truth, or whatnot. He ended up being signed by, I guess, Mike Will. And then later on, you know, he just continues to put out more and more music. This is such a very unfortunate situation. I'm not sure how many children he has, but I do know that Boosie referenced his daughter when he did a post or something. Boosie talked about his daughter, how he saw his daughter and stuff and everything. So I was like, dang, and the man had kids. I mean, girl, I guess so. Yeah, very, very sad situation. I did see where Gossip of the City put out the young lady's face, the pictures of the young woman that he ended up being with that night. Very interesting. So he did have a performance over the weekend, but he said that it was a lot of police out. So he was like, I'm finna head to the crib, or I'm finna go in. Y'all be safe out there, whatever the case was. I don't know where he went. Maybe he went to this girl house. I'm not sure if that post took place on early Saturday morning or late Saturday night going into Sunday morning. Not sure which one, but what we can say is that he was at a young lady's house in some apartments. And let me see if I can find more on that really quickly. But I do have that police report, so we'll get into that. But I wanted a Atlanta news article. Okay, let's see if this was it. So they're saying the 34-year-old whose name is, we already talked about that. He was found by Rockdale County Sheriff's deputies lying on the ground at the Lake St. James apartments around 3:20 in the morning on Sunday morning. According to the news release, the rapper was taken to the hospital where he passed away from a wound, from a pop wound. And what's interesting to me, they know people be passing on the scene. I be wondering why it's so important for them to always say a person passed at the hospital when you know the person died on the scene. Like, what is that about? What that be? You know, I know sometimes it do be when they get to the hospital, but it really be when they be at the scene. So I'd be confused. But anyway, what else are they saying about it? Same thing that I pretty much already read. They're saying investigators believe the rapper was visiting a woman at the Conyers apartment complex when he was popped once in the chest. Whew. Oh, Lord, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. They're saying authorities said Jones knew the woman that this young man was visiting, but he and this guy did not know each other. All right, so let me see what else they're saying. In addition to the charge of felony, Jones just wanted on. Okay, so yeah, we talked about all of that. Okay, it was a domestic situation. So let's go ahead and get into what they are saying in this particular news report. In this police report. They're saying that on June 5th, 2022, I responded to a investigation located in Conyers, Georgia. I was informed by dispatch that the door to the apartment was forced open and that a male was popped in the chest and that the victim was no longer alive. Okay. Now they're saying upon arrival to the scene, I spoke with some young lady and she stated that she and Mr. Orr were asleep in her bed in her bedroom. What? In her bed, in her bedroom? Okay. So she stated that she woke up to her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Jamichael Jones, punching her in the face. Now, what kind of SHI is that? All right. She also stated that Mr. Jones then began fighting with the other guy, fighting with Trouble the rapper. Okay. What else are they saying? And she stated that she began to help the rapper out when Mr. Jones pulled out a item. And that's when he popped him and then he left. Wow. That's crazy. The woman stated that she and Mr. Jones broke up approximately a week ago. So wait a minute, girl. I guess this was your ex-boyfriend. I don't want to put no fault on this girl. I really don't. I don't. She probably going through enough. Okay, I don't want to put no fault on her. But I will say this. That's just very interesting. Like we all built different. I'm not built to have somebody right at my house the very next day, girl. But you did what you did, so it is what it is. Okay. So what else are they saying? They're saying that Mr. Jones let me go back. So they broke up about a week ago. So the young lady and the suspect, they broke up about a week ago because they got into it in a vehicle somewhere in Clayton, Georgia. They're saying that she explained that she and Jamichael were arguing with each other about him not having a job. Not you over here hand clapping and praising your son and all this other stuff, but you ain't got no job. And then she also says that he wasn't helping her out on the bills. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Not you being an H as an NIGGA. Not you being an ain't shit ass NIGGA. I can't. And then you sit over here trying to control somebody at the same time? And then you're going to bust up and break into their house as well? Oh, wow. Girl, just trash. Woo, let's keep going. All right. Now they're saying that she stated that Mr. Jamichael punched her in her face. Or punched her in her nose. Are you serious? So she's having a conversation with you about you not bringing absolutely anything to the table and everything falling on her. You get mad, so then you decide to harm her. What? And then stated when she called 911, he decided to hop out the vehicle and then he fled. What a weak NIGGA. She also stated that she did not stay to file the report because Mr. Jones ended up fleeing. She should have stayed and did what she needed to do. But anyway, she stated that she had not seen the guy since that incident and that he had not been back home since the incident. So you mean to tell me home, meaning it was a house that y'all had together? It was a house that y'all had together and then you done brought this man to your house and this man and sir, God rest his soul, I would not have felt comfortable sleeping in nobody's spot. Sleeping in nobody's spot. If it wasn't mine. And I ain't talking about spot as in house. I'm talking about spot on their side of the bed. Like, it's just like clicking, Stephen. All right. They're saying that she stated that she and Jamichael had been dating for 3 years. She stated that she and Jamichael lived together at this residence. Are you kidding me? Upon processing the scene, the front door of the apartment was forced open. So did you change the locks or were y'all living together, but he never had a key? Maybe he never had a key, but they was living together or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was that he had a key. I don't know. But you know how like they have those certain locks or whatever, latches or something like that on the front door? So maybe there was a lock, but then she put the latch on the door, not thinking that he was going to bust through it. And he bust through. So I don't know, but this is just me wondering. We don't have pictures or anything of the scene to try to figure that out. But they're saying on June 6, 2022, they said they obtained video footage of Jamichael. Say what? On June 6, 2022, I have obtained video footage of the vehicle Mr. Jamichael was using entering the Lake Street James or St. James Apartments complex at 3:14 a.m. y'all. So listen, this was at 3:14 a.m. 3:14 a.m. and they have him leaving at 3:21 a.m. This all took place in a matter of 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And this man lost his life after 7 minutes. Whew. Wow. 7 minutes. Wow. What you said? One case, a man climbed up to the floor of his ex's apartment and murdered her and took her out and a new man, and he didn't have a key. Wow. Who y'all? I really hate that. I hate that happened. Got to be careful out here in these streets, man. Right, on some humbug and some foolery. She probably told that man she was single and didn't mention none of that to him and cost that man his life. I don't know. I've been seeing comments and it seemed like they been to each other, him and that girl. So I don't know what to be true though, but I see what you're saying. They may have a little history. I don't know. But I just hate that for him. So yeah, he didn't think they broke up. He probably took time to cooled off, and came back to see the dude in the bed and went crazy. And it's just like, okay, y'all may get the rustling, tussling, bustling, but for you to get that big and pull out an item and pop him, come on now. Oh, wow. I thought she was the ex. See, she was doing too much in this. She should have ended one thing before moving on to the next so quickly. And which also makes me think when you look at that alone, and I know some people just let anybody lay in the bed, whatever, but I feel like too, that they probably did have a history. For you to have not talked to this man for a week or whatever, and then all of a sudden got somebody else in the bed, I feel like there probably could have been some history there to where she felt comfortable enough to do that. Very, very sad situation for them. But they're saying that Mr. Trouble actually has a girlfriend. And let's see what she said. This is what the girlfriend said. So when this police report was put out there, somebody ended up dropping the police report and she ended up reposting it on her page. But she also says this: he was just at the wrong place, wrong time. I'll never be mad at him for this. I'm just hurt he didn't survive. The bond we had was one of a kind, and I'll cherish the memories forever. What we had, most people wouldn't understand, and we never cared to explain. But anything worth having at all is worth working for and waiting for. And I promise it was worth the wait. The time we spent together was the best moments of my life. And she put her initial L. Whew. I think she handled that rather well. What do you guys think? Considering the fact that was supposed to be her man, but he done got caught up in the bed with somebody else, and he got unalive as a result of that. I guess that really ain't no point in being mad now. Can't be mad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Can't be mad now. He gone. He ain't here to defend himself or for you to fight with him or do anything for him to explain nothing. So he ain't got no choice but to really be okay. Very sad, y'all. 7 minutes. I just can't get over that. Not girl, you stupid. I would be like all in God's timing if that was my man. Somebody said I wouldn't know how to react. So he has a girlfriend in another woman's bed. Come on, girl, be messed out here in the streets, don't he? But it's the woman's fault. It's a terrible situation. No one knew that would happen. I don't think it's her fault. I don't think it's any one person's fault. I think it's a collective fault. She had a man. She had somebody in her bed. He had a woman, and he was in her bed. I think it's a collective fault, but at the end of the day, I put a lot of blame on Jamichael for forcing his way into somebody's home and then pulling out a item with that as well. Like, come on, sir. Now you out of here. Then you tried to run, and I'm sure your mama did a little prayer over you, honey, and said, you're going to have to turn your stuff in, baby. You're going to have to go. You're going to have to go. We're going to see. I wonder if he's going to try to plead self-defense. We don't know. I don't know if he's going to try to plead self-defense, but at the end of the day, if that door was broken into and there's physical evidence of that, you could throw that self-defense out the window because you should have never came into that home. So everything that took place was on you. And then if she got physical bruises on her face to you waking up to her, you punching her in her face, Whew, chile. Whew. Sad, y'all. Sad, 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 sad. I don't even know what else to say. I just hate that happened. They should have gone to a hotel if they were going to be trifling. Both of them were cheating. This could have been avoided. I agree. It could have definitely been avoided. It's the guy that took him out fault. I agree with that as well. Taking someone's life is too much. Now you will be in jail for life over foolishness, over a woman that you probably was not going to be with in the future anyway. Anyway. You don't own her. You don't control her. And how are you mad? Because you're not pulling your end of the bargain. Just out here faking and fronting on social media like you got it like that. And the sad part is so many dudes out here like that. Like, social media be such a facade. It's ridiculous. Everybody got it, child. I feel like it's similar to the Kevin Samuels situation. You can talk about the person, but what is it going to matter if they're gone? True. She got to be on that policy. She can't show she upset. She won't get that shmoney. Who got to be on what policy? She ain't on this. Oh, you talking about the girlfriend? I don't know. I don't know if they had no policy for this man. I know his kids better get some if he got some. Well, I know he got one. I don't know if he has more. But yeah, sad, you guys. I worked in crime scene investigation. Crimes of passion are very common. I believe it. And the other person almost always ends up being collateral damage, right? We all know when the bill money dries up, so does the cootie. I ain't mad at her, but he lived there. He forced his way into his own home. That's going to be interesting. He forced his way into his own home then. Is his name on the lease? I wonder. It's probably going to take about 2 years before they take this situation to trial. I'm going to want to know the verdict. I'm going to want to know what's really up. And I also wonder if they're going to give him a bond, considering the fact that he was already technically on the run and it took his mom to negotiate in exchange to get him, to turn himself in. So I'm wondering, does he get a bond? If he does get a bond, how is the bond? And to be honest, your safe bet may be to stay where you are. I don't know if you want to come out in these streets. I don't know if it's safe. My only comment on Homegirl is that she had to have a clue on what time her ex was on. Why put another dude in the middle of that? Yeah, that's true, Sherry. I definitely understand. I feel like he should have been wise enough as well. And maybe he could have just laid down real quick. Like, I'm about to just take me a quick little 15. I've been up all day, but I'm about to head out. Maybe it could have been like that. And within that 15, it changed his entire life. Ooh, allegedly, he is actually on that lease and they were staying together at that place. Interesting. I want to see how that's going to play out, knowing that he forced his way in. That's why I think if he did have a key, she probably had a latch or a lock on it or something, which caused him to force entry. So, this going to be, listen. So, IDK, if you will see this, but only the coroner, medical examiner, or medical doctor can declare you pass, which would be why they sometimes say DOA. Got you. Okay. Thanks for that. This girl had company over way too soon, especially when you have a stalker, freshly new ex that lived there as well. I wonder if that was a common thing for him too. Like, is that something that's common for when y'all get into it? He takes these breaks of like a whole a week before he comes home. Like, what's the longest break? So then you probably were privy to him returning. But here's the thing though, as much as we say that, at the end of the day, it was his decision to pull out that item. As I think about it, it was he pulled it out. And he made that decision. That's all on him. She may was out here freaking leaking, girl. That ain't that new, a lot of people be out here freaking leaking. But yeah, that's on him. That's on Buddy. Thank you so much, Isada, for the super chat. Hey Jamie, I saw in the shade room Nick Cannon having more kids, and I also saw Ray J and Princess back together again. Lord, after all the disrespect he did when he cheated on her, Lord have mercy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Isada. I did see that, and I think that Prinky and Ray J will always be together. Girl, they love the roller coaster of it all, and We ain't surprised by Nick, but we are forever disappointed. And girl, they gonna have to lay the law down on Nick because he out here laying the law down on too many women. Somebody need to come lay the law down on him. Let's see. Girlfriend does not equal wife. Unless she was listed on the policy, she won't get anything unless his family gives it to her. Yeah. Well, maybe she doesn't want anything, you know? Maybe she doesn't. And Troubles is his accountability for cheating. Since he can't apologize now, Jamichael will take accountability in jail for life. For life. That is the great question that I do not know. The neighborhood talk ended up blurring out her IG name, so I'm not sure. Maybe someone else might know what it is. I'm not sure what her IG name is. IDK actually. But yeah. All right, guys. I just wanted to come and chat. I wasn't even expecting to be on here for an hour. For real, child. Just trying to just hop on, you know, chit chat, get a little energy because I ain't really been having none for real. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what else? All right, you guys, that's really all that I have today. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other content. I am reviewing Love Island, so you guys can check that out on my channel somewhere up in there. But yeah, that's all I got. I will catch you guys in the next one. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and that's it. Bye-bye.